After my 2-year relationship ended, I found myself living alone again. I had been single for a few months, back on Tinder and all the usual dating apps, mostly just trying to get out of the house and feel less lonely. I'm in my late 20s, I own a corner townhome in a quiet community, and I work as an accountant. The money is decent, but the job is painfully boring. At first, living alone felt peaceful, but after about a month, the silence really started getting to me. I realized I might just be more of a relationship person, or at least someone who needs people around. That's when I matched with a girl on Tinder named Tracy. She added me on Snapchat, but the conversation died pretty quickly. She would just watch my stories and never really talk. That kind of thing happened all the time back in college, but now it just felt immature. This was last December. I posted something Christmas-related on my Snapchat story, and surprisingly, Tracy replied. We started talking again, and she suggested doing something festive together. I mentioned ice skating or walking around a decorated village, but she suggested helping me decorate my Christmas tree. I told her the tree was in the attic and that it was honestly a 2-person job. She said she'd come over and help. We made plans for 9 p.m. It was already dark, and I remember rushing out around 7:30 to grab a couple bottles of wine. When I got home, I cleaned like crazy. Ever since my breakup, I'd realized how fast a place gets dirty when you're the only one maintaining it. At 9, I sat on the couch, pretending to casually watch TV, even though I was clearly waiting. She didn't show up right away, and for a moment I thought she was flaking. Then at around 9:30, she messaged saying she was outside. When she walked in, the first thing I noticed was her height. I'm 5'10", and she was definitely taller than me, probably around 6 feet. She was absolutely drenched in perfume, the kind that hits you instantly. We sat down on the couch, and she sat extremely close, our legs touching. Almost immediately, something felt off. She looked a bit older than I expected, a little rough around the edges. Underneath the overpowering perfume, I caught a faint smell of body odor, which honestly turned me off. I poured us both some wine, and within seconds of taking her glass, she spilled red wine all over my light blue couch. I stayed calm on the outside, but internally I was panicking. I ran to the kitchen, grabbed paper towels, and tried to blot the stain before it set. The vibe got awkward after that, so I suggested we grab the tree from the attic. I handed the pieces down one by one, and when it came to the largest section, she lifted it effortlessly. That's when her size really stood out again. We set up the tree with Christmas music playing and poured more wine. I started feeling unusually woozy. I don't drink much, and this felt way stronger than it should have. Next, I went down to the crawl space to grab boxes of ornaments from my childhood. When I came back upstairs, Tracy was gone. I checked the bathroom, the bedrooms, everywhere. She had completely disappeared. Confused and slightly hurt, I sat down on the couch. The next thing I remembered, everything went black. I woke up in complete darkness. No lights, no TV. I felt weak, barely able to move. I grabbed my phone, and when the screen lit up, I saw the outline of a tall figure standing right in front of me. For some reason, I didn't scream. I turned on my flashlight. It was Tracy. She was just standing there, staring down at me. I tried to say her name, but my body wouldn't cooperate. Suddenly, she turned and sprinted down the stairs. I heard loud footsteps and then the front door slam. Slowly, my strength came back. I checked Snapchat. Her account was gone, completely blocked. I searched my entire house. Nothing valuable was missing, except every single bottle of pills, vitamins, supplements, my Adderall, even old prescription painkillers. She also took a bottle of vodka from my bedroom mini fridge. I called the police, but there was nothing they could do. I never knew her real identity.
Looking back, I'm convinced she was older than she claimed, likely homeless and struggling with addiction. The perfume was probably to mask the smell. She must have drugged my wine while I was in the attic. The image of her tall silhouette standing over me is something I'll never forget. I never decorated that Christmas tree.